Melo, going from media to basketball, did you ever find it a similar situation, right? Where you see like a player rankings and you as a hooper active playing against that player, you're like, man, that nigga ain't number 2. Like, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, does it become like a media thing where it's controlled by the media, or is it fair?
I think it's biased a lot of times. I think it's what have you done for me lately at that moment, right? In a sense, and for me, I always like honestly, I never cared about it, so I never looked at it like, oh, this nigga number 2, like this nigga in front of me. It was just always just how and why. Like, how can you guys say that, but the masses ain't? Like my competitor, my people that I'm going up against is not. Like, we know what's going on. So I always felt like I was up against the 8 ball every single time, which made me almost like fuck it, like fuck everything, and build this. It was like a whole shield around me in a sense to protect all of these darts that was going on.
Right.
So I always say like the love that's, and I appreciate the love that I'm getting right now, and like it's a hell of a feeling. But with that being said, not no buts, with that being said, that wasn't what I experienced going through my career.
Right.
It was always one or the other. Oh. You get what I'm saying? It was always, you had to pick a side when it came to me. It was either him or Bron. Right? So you had to really pick a side, and people that know, like, those conversations is real conversations from the streets all the way up. Right? Those was real battle conversations amongst people. And if you chose that side, you couldn't fuck with that side.
It's always like that, though, right?
So
because you gotta have somebody got to have you back in the barbershop.
And I'm using that as an example.
I'm about to say, that's a fight in the barbershop conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that was real heavy jail talk too, right? That was prison talk, right?
Bron can't get a bucket like Melo. Fuck out of here.
It was a lot of that because I was connected with that. I understood what was going on with that. But I always felt like I had to work 4, 5, 6, 7 times harder than any of them niggas out there, which made me like shield away from, like, not like fucking with them, but like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna go train on my own. I don't want niggas around me. Like, I ain't really feeling that energy. Like, niggas already putting that out there. You get what I'm saying? So I was that throughout my career.
Why you feel like you had to work harder though? Because you had a natural gift for scoring that you can't teach.
Yeah, but I had to work extra 10 times harder to get those people who was making the decisions on who was better in all of this to even look over there at me.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? Because it was always somebody else. It was always Bron. It was always Paul Pierce. It was always a T-Mac. It was always this person. It was like, oh, okay, and Melo. So what I did was I went straight to the love that I know and I was comfortable with, which was the streets, which was the hood, which was my people. And I went to that because that's the only thing that I could fall back on. I didn't know this other route.
But you know that scares them though. They can't make you the face of the NBA when they think you a goon.
Right. So absolutely. So because of that, I became that right there. You know what I mean? I became the predecessor of the AI. You get what I'm saying? I became that but I was bringing it on myself as well because I had this fuck you mentality. Fuck everybody, fuck the world, me against the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm writing why me and why not and all that shit, me against the world. This was the shit that I was going through. So unless you understood that and went back to that or was during that time, people probably was like, yo, what Melo over there? What Melo talking about right now? But that was 15 years of my career. And then that led up to me getting out the league. So now I got to reinvent myself.
Hold on, champ. But this is what I tell you. We always talk about, and you especially specifically, you talk about after you retire, you got that window where they love you. And then it's like, yo, who the fuck is Vince Carter? You know what I'm saying? We did shut the sign, yo, I love you, sign, I'm gonna blow your shit. You know, who the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but in my eyes, as a fan, so obviously, you know what I'm saying, as a fan as well, the fact that you leaned into that I'm from the hood.
Hell yeah.
This is where I'm from.
Absolutely.
That's why to me, that's why when you was like, yo, my window's this, that, I'm like, nah, champ. No. That window's been tripled by the fact that...
I'm going to elaborate on that. Finish.
That window's been tripled by the fact that you got hood love.
We arguing Melo all day.
All day.
AI, we arguing all day.
So I'm going to elaborate to that. Like, y'all, we damn near came up together. Right? We watched sports together in our growing, in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Like, we watched people die. We watched musicians. We watched TV shows. We grew up together. Icons. Like, we had icons growing up in every industry. Today, when I say the 5-year window, is because of what people know me as of today. This generation knows what they've seen lately. They don't know the 15 years from 04, from 2000s all the way to 2015. They don't know that. So this generation coming in after that. So that's why I say it's a 5-year window when it comes to basketball. Think about how fast the game is going. Think about how much turnover is happening within the game. Think about how many people leaving the game. Like, you have a short window.
I think they got
I said that about D-Wade, right? I remember I said that about D-Wade. Like, he's not in a lot of conversations anymore. Like,
he's number 3 on the shooting guard all-time list.
Right? And that goes without saying, but this generation ain't putting D-Wade in that conversation. So I observe all of that and say, you know what? That's reality. And I have to carve out some whole other shit because eventually they're going to start to know me for that. Right. These young kids know Magic for being the businessman. They don't know Magic from the Lakers.
They know the movie theater.
They don't even know Magic had age. You know I'm not sure. Like, they don't even know that Magic. They don't know nothing about cooking. They don't know nothing about none of that. They ain't see the press conference. And all of our hearts dropped and like, what the fuck is this? They don't remember the All-Star game when he came back after that.
He gonna bleed on
and won the MVP. Yes, when Carl Malone didn't want to play against them. They don't know that.
Crazy.
So that's why I say, if you want to judge me by the longevity, judge me by the career, judge me by everything that I've been through, and still where I'm at today, right? So which is that's the testament of the not giving a fuck, but also being smarter and more aware and understanding on, okay, what I really have to do.
And that's why I don't be liking lists, right? I'm not gonna say I dislike lists, but I feel like there's certain people you can't put on lists no more.
Yeah.
Like, you can't rank LeBron right now with everybody else in this era. You can't rank Hove. Like, it just looks crazy. Like, you do a list, it's like Hove number 7. And I fuck with Skilla Baby, but Skilla Baby number 1. And I'm just saying, it just don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, because these people have a whole career. Like, we've seen the whole totality of them. You can't say, and one thing I love Anthony Edwards too, why are you comparing him to Jordan already? Don't do that to him. Stop Michael Jordan.
That's too much pressure.
The greatest of all time. Like, come on, cut it out. Like, that's why I don't like when they do when somebody's been around for a long time and they make these lists, like, and they put them on there with people that are still active. Because Angie Martinez, Sway, Big Boy, they can't be on this list. Like, they in the Hall of Fame, they on the Mount Rushmore. They should be someplace else.
I hate lists. I hate this shit.